So this is how The Boys ends. After 5 seasons of chaos, violence, and non-stop buildup, this was the grand finale? Hey everyone, welcome back. I just finished watching the final season of The Boys, and honestly, I'm kinda disappointed. Not because the episode was terrible, but because this was supposed to be the ending to one of the craziest superhero shows ever made. And instead of feeling blown away, I finished the finale just sitting there thinking, wait, that's it. Now don't worry, I'm not going to do a full scene-by-scene breakdown. I just want to talk about the biggest things that stood out to me, both the good and the bad, because while there were some amazing moments, overall this finale felt way more underwhelming than it should have been. So let's start with the positives first, because honestly, there aren't that many. First off, Homelander's death. Yeah, that actually worked for me. I think everybody already knew Billy Butcher was going to be the one to kill Homelander. The real question was never who would kill him. The real question was how. And seeing Butcher absolutely beat him down after everything Homelander had done over the years, that was satisfying. What made it even better was the fact that Homelander didn't go out like some fearless god. He died begging, panicking, acting like a terrified coward. And honestly, that's the perfect ending for his character. Because even when Homelander had all the power in the world, he still acted like an insecure man-child. So once you strip away the lasers, the god complex, and the control, what's left? Just a scared little man. And I also love the comic reference with the crowbar. The second Butcher picked it up, I knew exactly what they were doing. That moment felt brutal, personal, and full circle for longtime fans. But weirdly enough, one of my favorite deaths in the finale was actually the Deep. Yeah, I know that sounds insane. But the way Starlight finished him off was darkly hilarious and weirdly perfect for his character. After getting completely wrecked, he basically gets handed back over to the ocean life he spent the entire show obsessing over, and then dies in one of the most horrifyingly absurd ways imaginable. That scene was disgusting, disturbing, and somehow completely fitting for this show. And finally, Butcher's ending. Honestly, I think his fate made sense. Because the truth is, revenge was never going to fix him. Killing Homelander was never going to bring Becca back. Butcher was a broken man from the very beginning, and no matter how hard he tried to do the right thing sometimes, he was way too far gone to ever get a real happy ending. Now, let's talk about the stuff that actually frustrated me. Because my biggest issue with this finale is simple, it never felt big enough. This show spent multiple seasons building toward total collapse. Homelander constantly talked about destroying governments, wiping cities off the map, and burning the world down if people ever turned against him. Season 3 literally set him up like a global extinction-level threat. So naturally, I expected the finale to feel apocalyptic. I wanted chaos. I wanted cities collapsing. I wanted the world genuinely falling apart. Instead, we barely got any of that. There's even promotional imagery showing Homelander floating in space looking down at Earth like the world is ending, and the actual finale never even comes close to that scale. Honestly, the closest thing we got to worldwide chaos was people watching his death live-streamed on TV. And that's where the finale lost me. Because it felt like the show pulled back at the exact moment it should have gone completely insane. This was supposed to be the ending of The Boys. Why didn't it feel massive? And don't even get me started on the V1 storyline. The entire season built up V1 like it was going to turn Homelander into an unstoppable nightmare. When I saw those insane upgraded laser blasts, I genuinely thought, okay, now we're about to witness peak chaos. But then, nothing really changed. If the whole point of V1 was just making him harder to kill, then why spend so much time hyping it up like it was some world-ending power boost? And while I actually liked the final fight visually, the power scaling made absolutely no sense at times. Homelander should realistically be able to speed blitz almost everybody there in seconds, especially during the Kimiko moment. She's literally standing there charging up an attack while Butcher is screaming at her to fire, and Homelander just lets it happen? This is the same guy with insane hearing, insane reflexes, and super speed. There's no way he wouldn't react instantly. Moments like that completely pulled me out of the finale. Now before ending the video, I want to quickly talk about the spin-offs this season is teasing. Apparently, The Boys Mexico is actually being considered, which honestly sounds unreal to me, because I genuinely thought people were joking about that show existing. I've seen almost zero hype for it online, and right now the last thing this universe needs is another random expansion nobody asked for. That being said, Vought Rising at least caught my attention, mostly because of Soldier Boy, but I'm still confused about how they're supposedly going to reveal Soldier Boy's fate inside a prequel series, because timeline-wise that doesn't really make sense unless they're planning flash forwards or some kind of framing device. Still, we'll see. But overall, I don't think this finale was terrible. I just think it should have been so much more. Some moments absolutely landed. Some character endings were genuinely satisfying. But for a finale that was built up for 5 straight seasons, It never truly felt like the explosive, unforgettable ending this show deserved. But that's just my opinion. What did you guys think about the finale? Did you love it? Hate it? Or are you somewhere in the middle like me? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.